is drink pot. The drink pot is we're getting drunk. Oh, 17 minutes, huh? Shit.
Is one of us? You play games?
I do.
Shut up.
Controllers fit funny in your hand.
The okay. I remember that video. Okay, that's good though. And we have. Okay, then we have that. Okay, that's good. I don't remember what it was. Okay, so 26. Okay, 24. 11. Let's do this. 24, 11. Ah. Okay. Okay. Check it out. And we got the 111 shield. Yes. Yes. Good. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Because we're also having a wonderful day on this 18th July 2026. As you can see, we just woke up. It is currently 10 o'clock. We went to bed at 11 last night, which means we slept for a total of 11 hours. but it was needed. It was really good, and we uploaded lots. Now I'm gonna go into today. Today is day 289, which means that we fuck it up. But I'm gonna go back to the 89. I don't even know if that's good. I don't know if that's correct, but I don't care. I just don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna do what I feel like I need to do, and that's it, right? So, with that being said, first of all, you know what? I'm gonna get some food because I'm hungry. I was back from yesterday. And today's gonna be a very cool day, very busy day, and let's freaking go. Uh, yeah. I end up eating a lot more. It's not as good as sitting in bed. For example, for 10 hours, I feel like a mess. What I do is about home, and that now, even outside, you have that storage. If you were good to go, just getting there or something. Okay, good. Good. This is gonna be a good day. This is gonna be a good day because there's so many things that are going on. Like we might receive the chair today. We might receive. Yes, I bought a new phone for a new Play to the tower. I promised myself I wouldn't, but the problem is I found. Oh, I got a text. I have to call my dad also. It's not my dad that texts me, but I have to call him. I should call him right now. Fuck. They'll get pissy if I don't. One long, guys. For lunch, we have hummus, we have prosciutto, and we have the bread from yesterday. That door. And we also have this. Which is great. Ah.
Hello, oui.
Salut, ça va bien?
Oui, toi.
Oui, qu'est-ce que ça va de bon?
Alors, on vient de brunch.
Oh, ben je vous dérange pas?
Non.
Good. J'appelle juste pour prendre vos nouvelles.
Ah oui, puis on tournerait vite prévenu hier parce qu'aujourd'hui, on savait qu'il annonçait la pluie.
Ouais, non, puis je m'excuse pour hier. C'est juste que hier, là, hey, tu vas capoter, sick. J'ai reçu un message avant hier qui dit que mon. Qui dit que. J'ai reçu un message avant hier qui dit que mon téléphone va mettre à jour.
Oui.
Je me réveille, il est fait 17%. J'ai dit, OK, ça a pris plus de temps que prévu parce que ça a augmenté. Il passé à 2h du matin. Ouais, c'est parce que. Non, mais qu'est-ce que tu fais? C'est que tu fais comme ça, ça te donne. Bon, ben, tu te schedules quand tu dors, puis quand tu te réveilles, c'est fait. C'est fait par exprès. Fait que là, j'ai OK. J'attends 2, 3 heures, ça le fait encore. Qu'est-ce que je fais? C'est que je décide de. Je décide de le restarter. Là, il allume plus. C'est toute une aventure hier. C'est tout. Non, il allume plus. Fait que là, je retourne une demi-heure, 1 heure plus tard. Là, il a recommencé, mais il est à 24%. Ça bouge pas. Puis là, fouille-moi pourquoi.
Il était passé 97 puis il a pas à 24.
Oui, parce qu'il a recommencé. Non, parce que j'ai.
Non, la charge.
Non, papa.
Les infos.
Oui.
Ouais.
Ouais. Fait que la mise à jour, pour raison X, elle a arrêté à 97, je l'ai recommencé. La mise à jour a recommencé, mais c'est resté coincé à 24%. Là, je capotais. Je suis comme, hey, j'attends des appels, moi, aujourd'hui. Là, c'est vendredi. Si le monde va m'appeler, ils vont pas m'appeler un samedi. Ils vont m'appeler un vendredi ou un lundi, ou je sais pas moi, mais ils m'appelleront pas en fin de semaine. Mais c'est sûr, quand j'ai commencé, j'étais un petit peu de mauvaise humeur. Là.
Et tu as fait ta mise à jour juste ta fin de semaine, comme ça, ben, t'attendais beaucoup de fil important, tu les avais eu?
Oui, à 100%. À 100%. Mais t'as 100% raison, sauf qu'en même temps, tu peux pas t'attendre que la mise à jour va prendre un 12 heures.
Non, mais c'est pas normal.
À 100%. 100%, puis encore une fois, Tu dis, essaye d'écrire pourquoi mise à jour ne termine pas sur Google. Qu'est-ce que tu penses qu'ils vont dire? Faut attendre. Ben, il n'y a pas de choix, là. Fait qu'il a acheté au Walmart pour voir comment ça fermait.
Oui.
Ça fermait à midi.
Oh.
Ouais.
Puis,
Ils ont...
tu étais quelle
Il était 1 heure.
Puis que
Ouais.
là, tu fermé.
Non, même pas. Il y avait des gens, il y avait des petites tables, il y avait tout le monde qui célébrait en même temps, en dedans.
Ah,
Tu voyais de dehors, mais ça célébrait, puis tu disais, bon, ben, écoute, c'est sûr que c'est plus d'employés, puis c'est un peu mal parce que les employés qui perdent leur job aussi, là.
ah oui.
Tu comprends? C'est pas super, c'est pas très plaisant, puis c'est pas très. Moi, je fais des bons achats parce que ça coûte moins cher, mais eux, ils perdent leur job, là.
Ouais.
Je fais bon. Mais toi, comment ça va, toi? En passant, là, un gros merci pour le texto pour la viande, pour les ribs.
Quelle viande? Ok, oui.
Ouais, sincèrement. Parce que je me suis dit, non, parce que, tu sais, ça doit être 5$, j'aurais aimé ça l'aimer plus, mais si toi tu me dis que t'es écœurante au four, c'est peut-être moi le problème, là.
Oui, mais parce qu'en même temps, ce que Nat a fait, a pris un papier d'aluminium,
Uh
là.
-huh, uh
Elle a plié les barres.
-huh, uh -huh.
Elle a juste envoyé au four à 400 pendant une demi-heure de temps.
Puis ça, c'est sûrement.
Le gâteau n'avait plus, il n'avait beaucoup. Il y avait trop de sauce.
Ça, par exemple, je te l'ai dit, par exemple. Ça, je te l'ai dit, par exemple. Mais c'est sûrement. Attends, elle a fait ça cuisson lente. Moi, j'ai fait ça cuisson rapide au micro-ondes. C'est sûr que c'est pas parfait, là.
Non, mais cuisson lente. Hein,
Puis la sauce en tant que telle. Oui.
À 400, c'est quand même assez puissant, là.
Oui, je m'y connais pas, malheureusement, mais si tu me dis que c'est beaucoup.
Et ça, il était gelé.
Ouais.
Encore.
Ouais. Moi, il était au.
Je l'avais sorti.
Ah, ok.
Tu sais, je l'avais sorti le midi, mais je l'avais laissé au frigo.
Ok. Moi, j'ai mis.
Il y avait peut-être des gelés un petit peu.
Il n'est pas tant que ça. Ouais. Moi, il était resté au frigo.
Tu l'avais pas mis au congèle, tantôt?
Non, moi, j'en avais acheté 2 boîtes. J'ai mis une boîte au congèle et une boîte au frigo.
Ah, ok.
La sauce, qu'est-ce que t'as pensé?
Ah, super bon.
Good. Pas trop mielleuse?
Ah, non, mais regarde, c'est plate, c'est bon. Garder le restant de sauce. Quand est-ce qu'on va le prendre?
Non, mais qu'est-ce qui se fait au pire, là? Qu'est-ce que tu fais, c'est que tu te prends. Tu sais, si tu trouves qu'il te reste beaucoup de sauce, qu'est-ce que tu fais? Tu fais un petit riz.
Ah, j'aurais pu le mettre avec du riz.
Tu fais ça par-dessus, là, puis ça fait pas pire. Mais l'important, c'est que.
Parce qu'à un moment donné, ton papier d'aluminium avec les autres, ben, tu jettes tout ça à la poubelle.
As-tu fait.
Ton papier d'aluminium, puis tu
Ouais.
jettes ça à la poubelle.
As-tu fait une salade avec ça? T'avais fait quoi avec ça?
Ah, ben, on a encore de la salade dans le jardin.
Nice. Good. Est-ce que.
On a mangé les deux avec une poêle.
Oui, est-ce que tu trouves que c'est une bonne quantité quand même?
Ben, c'est sûr que si on n'aurait pas eu d'autres choses, comme une salade, des pommes de terre,
mais c'est parce que c'est.
ça aurait été correct, les deux, ça aurait peut-être pas été assez.
Ouais, mais parce que qu'est-ce qui arrive, c'est que. Mais je te dis, là, tu sais qu'il va y avoir trop de choses, c'est que. T'as-tu une deuxième boîte?
J'en ai acheté 3.
Ok, bon, ben, garde. Pour une fois, tu peux te faire du risque que tu sais que tu vas avoir beaucoup de salade, puis tu sais que tu vas avoir une moitié-moitié.
Ouais.
Parce que moi, je te dis.
Les deux autres sont encore au complet. Mais quand ça sortit, j'en avais pris plus, j'aurais su, mais non.
Ben, tu peux pas le savoir.
La place dans le congé, puis.
Ah, mais c'est une grosse boîte! C'est une grosse boîte en plus, là.
Ah oui, mais regarde, on a mangé plus, on était prêts, là.
Là, qu'est-ce qu'elle a dit? Là, t'es contente?
Ah oui,
Good.
elle dit, bon, ben, pour 5$, c'est pas cher.
Puis encore une fois, tu sais, à 17$, c'est pas l'affaire la plus chère, là. Hey, Saint-Hubert, là, malheureusement, là, c'est des 23$, là.
C'est 10-12$.
L'autre, oublie ça. L'autre choix, c'est quoi? C'est bâton rouge, oublie ça.
Ah, non, mais à 5$, on n'avait rien à perdre, là.
Non. Ça fait la fête différente, c'est un petit repas, puis c'est le fun, puis c'est un bon petit repas d'été. Fait que c'est bon, fait que je vais prendre de vos nouvelles, vous appeler, voir comment ça allait.
Ah, c'est comme moi, j'ai mis ton. J'ai mis ton linge que j'avais lavé là, dans un sac de poubelle, mais j'ai mis le sac de poubelle dans tes sacs.
Ah,
Les
génial.
trois sacs que tu
Ok, y avait-tu trop de linge?
Non, mais il y avait beaucoup de linge d'hiver.
Ouais, mais comme je sais pas
C'est
si.
ça, quoi.
Comme je t'ai dit, c'est que le linge d'hiver, c'est qu'est-ce qui sortait le plus, là. Parce que l'hiver, j'ouvre pas les fenêtres, j'ouvre pas la porte. C'est pas.
C'est sûr que moi, vois-tu, en le mettant tout le matin, ça corde à linge.
Mhm.
T'as toute la journée pour se faire ventiler. Mais ton linge, il sent plus rien. Il est plus d'odeur comme qu'il y avait avant.
Au moins, au moins, au
Non, non,
moins.
mais là, c'est fini.
Bon, c'est bon. Ok, c'est bon, fait comme ça là-dessus. Je prends de nouvelles, puis regarde. Vous avez eu une bonne journée hier.
Ouais. Ah, ouais.
Good, good. Fait que nous,
C'est bon.
on se voit cette semaine.
Ouais, c'est bon.
Parfait.
Excellent.
Fait passez une bonne journée.
OK.
Prenez soin de
C'est
vous,
bon,
puis
ça va.
santé.
Ah, toi aussi, bye.
Yes, bye. Because I feel like an asshole. Yesterday, yesterday he was trying to text me. I wasn't. Yesterday I was like I said. It's. Oh. I'm not gonna talk about it a lot because I talked about it yesterday for 12:45. Bread, hummus, prosciutto. That's what we had yesterday. But yesterday I wasn't feeling good about myself. I was like, dude, you're an asshole. People are losing their job and going to film. But then I had this huge fear yesterday where I was like, well, you know, don't film it, you're gonna lose it. We put it in the microwave because bread doesn't stay fresh for a while. See? It was a crouton. Mmm. 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 So yeah, with that being said, I went to bed because emotionally questioning myself. I woke up at 9 texts. I'm like, oh my god. 9 texts, two missed call. I was pissed off. So I thought about that. Like, yeah, you know, about that, but you went really nice with your dad yesterday. Oh, this is fantastic. What happened yesterday? Yeah. So, is it going to be exciting? What happened yesterday? Super simple. I just wanted to do one video because I wanted to sort of take a, not necessarily a day off, but I wanted to take a break from making content because we've been doing content the whole freaking Project Vendetta. Today we are taking the fuck it, delicious. Sandwich upon I got prosciutto in my mouth. I'll read the life. They told it in line. They were finally taking the picture for the mm, 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 mm. It was good. It was good. Um, so I think you're finally taking the picture for the Project Vendetta pictures, which is the PFP. Yeah. So yesterday I wanted to take a break. I wanted to be like, okay, well, you have this big video that you want to do, and because I felt like, because I have a tendency to talk about everything and anything, which is great. But on a day where you're sort of celebrating homage, you're doing an homage to something that close. Who cares about this movie? Who cares about this game? You know. So, you know what I mean? So yeah. But the positivity we have, where we can do them today. Yesterday was such a groundbreaking. I bought this new phone for the tower. We're leaving about this one. We're gonna talk about more about it after. We'll do a retro. I figured out I have watched. You won't believe me, but I've literally watched a way to pixel down videos. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know the worst possible settings, and I know the worst thing about for where it's so good. I'm gonna put some music in the background. If we find a Final Fantasy, the worst thing is we're playing Final Fantasy tomorrow. I think today. Okay, today, because today's gonna be raining. So, but I do have a tournament today. So, yeah, it's gonna be important, and it's an. I said, that shouldn't make any sense. It's a 9 hours and a half. Time is infinite. Time is infinite. You know, today, and like, oh wow, 9 hours. Okay, we'll be receiving candies. We'll be receiving puff in the chair. I'll find my cards. Very card X and X. I don't know what they are. So, deal with that shit. Oh my god. Storage full. Fuck me, dude. Okay, no problem. This is a big deal now, but we have to do it after. Mountain Dew. We watched some Boogie lately. Why not? That is done. Okay. That is done. So technically speaking, there's 6 videos. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-huh. Good. And then we're gonna do. I have to check if my local Walmart is closing Mabang. Good. And this we have. We have what? We have 3. My apologies. My apologies. We have this. We have this. We have this. And we have this. 51 gig of free storage. Yeah, yesterday we just spent the whole day uploading. You know what you're saying, dude? You bought a new phone, but you're constantly complaining about The storage, yeah, but this one's gonna be different because we're. Wait a second. Okay. Know what you're saying? You're constantly complaining about storage. Why are you buying new phones? Well, because this one is different. This one, we're purposefully lowering the quality. We're lowering the frame rate. So, I'm gonna take storage. I got a really good deal, which means I possibly can spend like a week without uploading, which is great. Mm. I'm here for a new chair too. But then, your booty. Yes, I mentioned the word booty.
You murder?
Shh. Your booty gets used to the fact that you're not comfy. So your booty's like, okay, well, this is no rest. This is time to work. So your booty muscles like, no, 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 no. We will not suffer. We will not suffer from the evil king. His way has changed nothing. Just a small stool. A stool was the word that I was looking for the other time. Stool for the feet, but stool for the booty. There's a small stool, doesn't cover us. It's okay, we'll find a way to not suffer and be so sore. Our master can sit nowhere, and I'm not proud fighting a tool. But it's what we chose today. Good. So we go tomorrow. We go yesterday in the store. Walmart is closing before the time. The food court is closing, so I don't get to do my videos inside. But I did a video outside the store, so it still counts. It was fun. It was fun. A lot of talking, a lot of subject talking, which is nice. It's the most meaningful I ever did. It's the most meaningful video I ever did. No, no, but my heart is meaningful because I did it. You know what I'm saying? Mm. And then I come back home. I'm like, okay, well, you're tired because you just spent 3 hours talking. There's 3 parts. One's an hour 15, one's an hour 30, one's an hour 55 minutes. Like, you know what? You're gonna take it easy. Just watch King Cobra GFF at night. I came back home and was like, I actually want to say like 9 o'clock. And, oh, and, so guys, I got a member yesterday. I got a, member from the guild yesterday. And because she's a woman, people were like, oh no, she left. So I'm like, well, here's the reason why, because she did text me. At the same time, like, now you just have myself to myself because there's multiple accounts. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 Good. Mm. Very nice. I think it might be better though. Jalapeno might be better. We slept. I slept from 11 to. Well, it was 6 in the morning. I woke up. Decided to upload more. And I woke up at 10 o'clock. But I had good dreams. I had good dreams. I had very sexual dreams. Which I don't get enough. Because when you do get them, it's like, oh, nice. You know? It's weird because it shows your perception. This is, again, too much information. I just don't care. Your perception of yourself is so poor that when you're seeing it's on a sex dream, not even involved, you're just watching. They're not, I'm not a cuck. I know that sounds like a cuck, but they're playing with themselves and you're just watching. Like, why am I not in the action? Oh, I see myself such in poorly fashion that, yeah, it makes sense. I gotta do the video, so the photos, I'm just gonna take a couple of seconds to check something. See? You're not working, huh? Do you have the volume? No volume. Look at this. Still perfectly works fine. Nice. The first one is gonna be a problem. Uh, the first one is one hand. And the second one is, there you go, perfect. Nice, nice. Cause I got the I got the email for the tower yesterday. As you guys know, I'm gonna talk about it more when I talk about the tower. Today videos I have a couple to do. Marriage. Who's getting married with on a rainy day? I will take all the things she said, all the things she said. Oh, Andrew texted. Shout out to freaking Andrew, dude. He's my boy. How are you, Brody? Andrew texted. What did you? Make sure I'm okay. Everything good? How's summer vacay? Nice. Oh boy, that's my freaking boy. Andrew, baby. Good. See you soon. It's water, dummy. It's good water. Okay. It is water. Water that, oh yeah, water that we haven't changed taste in 2,000 years. Okay, more than that, but so. Um, well, yeah, you can argue that there is chemicals in the water, right? Come on, Pikachu Little Edition, which I stole from my neighbor. Dude, this is so old. I need to do that before. There is some volume. Oh, I understand. This that is great. That is fantastic. Okay, so like I was saying, yeah. So we got the email from the tower yesterday, inviting me to the Discord of the content creator. There's still some cool people there, but like there's no kind of talk. There's NDAs that you have to. Well, there's no NDAs left, but it's so. My apologies. So and so. Poof. And I just don't know. This is my first time kind of being with a company, so I don't know what is the rules per se. Is that normal? Possibly. It's just a lot. It's just intense. You're like, oh, I don't want if I don't know if I want to be involved legally speaking. Like, yeah, and it was the worst thing that happened. They'll ban your account. That's it. So it's not a big deal, but they can't ban 11 accounts. So you had rain, you had a wedding, you had a car being stolen. I need to go back from it anyway. Whew. Whew. I need to go bathroom because of the hummus. Yeah. So yesterday we took a break, but today it kind of feels like okay. Well, we're back at the usual per usual ish. It's like fuck. Okay, it's tough. At the same time, hey, this is sort of what we're doing. This is sort of what we're going through. This is sort of how we view things, and this is how life is gonna go. And I guess that's okay. And I guess that's okay. Yeah, I guess that is okay. Oof, it's raining now. It's back to raining and it's back to winding. To wind, strong winds. I'm gonna have a little bit of these. I'm not gonna have the whole bag obviously because we're doing a video. But I wanna have these just to taste it. The reason why we're tasting it in an intro, not in a particular video, is because I did try these so often. These to me are super important because of the company, Humpty Dumpty. Um, my daycare sort of superintendent, if you will, her husband was working for them, for Humpty Dumpty, and the kid that would get chips from them because he was getting them for free. Mmm, unbeatable. Well, I haven't had this in so long. So there's this emotional value. But at the same time, it is. Mm, mm. It was so meaningful yesterday because last time that I used to go there, the place we went to the shopping center. Last time we went, we were fully losing weight. I was like 26, I think. Fully losing weight, and that was my cheat meal. I would have one of these bad boys and Pepsi, and that was it. That was it. I'm like, okay, well, that's good. And because that's good, that's good. You know, the rest was sort of, how can I put this? The rest wasn't that bad, I guess, but that's the last time. And I was like, okay, well, this was your cheat meal. Time to reminisce, right? So today, super happy about the day. Like I said, I'm gonna get some things from Amazon. I'm hoping for the chair. And I think that I'm not really hoping because it's raining outside. So if I can wait until tomorrow, the chair is made of metal. It's made of and it's possibly resistant to water. But the hand rests are made of wood, and that one that I want that wood to be kept in peak condition, right? So that's important. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna be trying. Well, I'm not gonna be trying, but I'm gonna be playing the Final Fantasy Tree. I'm gonna be making more videos tonight at around 8 o'clock because I got a tournament, which is good, and that is pretty much my day. Today we're receiving stuff from Amazon. There's a phone in there, but I don't know when I'm gonna receive it. There's food in there, but I don't know when I'm gonna receive it. Actually, dude, I have to go bathroom again. And I also got a really bad news. GoPro Pro allowed me to store videos in the application, but I can't. So now I have to get that footage out and I have to upload it. But that footage is like, there's a lot. So I'm like, oh. Huh? So. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, yeah. But at the same time, I could be making space on this one and on this one. About 20 gigs. What if I have a pop? Yeah, that would be better. Why am I complaining? Because it wasn't planned. And they didn't have that much to upload back then. So it's like, okay, well, yeah, I kind of get what you mean. What else? That's it. That's it for today. That's it. I'll be chilling. I know, I know. We're already doing multiple part videos, so if I edit 2 pieces or 3 pieces of video, um, holy shit. So today we're getting, oh my god. Look at what we're getting today. It's a bunch of popcorn, 18 pack each, 36 for 2 a day, or 3 a day, which gives you 12 days. And a kilo of candy. You got 12 energy drinks. You got your phone. And it's all today. Yeah. But I don't know when it's coming, so I have to be wary of that. I have to be very wary of that. Hate me, good, I'll be good. And then I was planning to stream tomorrow Wednesday, but sometimes, and I'm not saying I'm not, but sometimes when I do stream, we have this problem of connection when there's rain. It's finicky. I don't know if the Wi-Fi is a problem, the PS4 is a problem, but something is a problem. Mm? And then Twitch, which I use to stream, might start support with Twitch. I don't know. I don't know. I never really thought about that, you know? So, the video wise, we have what? We have. By the way, I just have to do a. I just have to do a small, like, complaining. I hate TikTok. They're telling me that a friend posted a video, and then there's no way of leaving that notification until you leave the application, because they want you to press on it. Water. No, it's portable water. Portable water. Water.
For everyone who's curious about Frankie's viral wearable, this
There you
is
go.
what the most viral video for us. We have the hand. We haven't shown this the most. For everyone
I have this problem, this huge problem with this video. Okay, so there is this whole video. A video went viral when the guy, not him, this is Logan Paul. I guess this guy. Why aren't you playing? There you go. The guy on the top, this guy. There was a viral video where he was like, "Hey, I got this product. Nobody wants to invest in it. Nobody wants to see me." And then he goes through the plane. He goes to Puerto Rico. He goes to see Logan Paul, right? And there's this whole drama, like, "Hey, how'd you find my house? I'm gonna fuck you up. I got guns. I got dogs, bro. You better not come here." And you're like, okay, I kind of understand why you would be pissed at somebody is coming to your place, but how to get the address, right? And then right now I see that there's a clip from Imposter. So all of this was bullshit. All of this was lying. You guys met up. You want to do a viral clip. You say, "Hey, we'll pretend like you don't belong here." Bullshit. Why do you lie? You get a podcast. You got millions of followers. You don't need to lie. Frankie possibly has less of a following, but doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So just bullshit after bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. And that I dislike. Don't treat me like a fool, okay? Don't think that you're so clever because you did a drama video that everybody does. Like there's too many university. Every single video that you're seeing, every single video that you're seeing right now is drama. I saw one positive video where Stable Ronaldo was helping his roommate get to a certain amount of followers. But you're like, how did he get to the university if he doesn't have the amount of followers needed to get money on social media? So yeah. So today we have 3 movies. We have Tower Talk, Digimon Up, The New Tower, Idle Planet Miner. That's good. Okay. And most of them are sort of gaming, so we're possibly gonna go with that. So I love you guys. Take it easy. So yeah, I'm in my feels today. I'm in my feels, dude. You guys, we took a break from yesterday, and this is 7 days a week doing that every single day. And although I love what I'm doing and I love making videos, it's still the fact that I left yesterday to do something special, and now today I'm back on it. And I'm like, what changed? Nothing. Do I expect things to change in one day? No. I expect my mentality to change in one day? No. But I expect to be rested, and I'm not rested. And I'm like, how many days do you need? And I know myself, if I take 3 days or 4 days, I'm like, okay, well, let's take a full week. It doesn't work like that. At least we're getting everything today. It's good. Don't blink if you're bugging. Welcome to the show. Because doing well, having a wonderful day on this glorious, and I do mean glorious, day 289 of Project Vendetta. Today we're talking about movies, and we have 3 movies to review because yesterday was a day where I chillax watching movie, relax. The movie that we have is Men of the Year with Robin Williams. I'm realizing that Robin Williams, although I was born in the 90s and he was a hero in the 90s, I haven't watched a lot of his movies. Oh, my door is knocking. Sorry, guys. False alert. It wasn't knocking. I'm. Sorry, guys. False alert. It wasn't knocking. I'm a bit nervous today because we're receiving so much from the mail, right? So with Robin Williams, I kind of realized that even though I grew up in the 90s, these guys are literal heroes of the 90s. I don't know the first thing about the guy. I haven't watched a lot of his movies. I watched what? Mrs. Doubtfire. I watched a lot of Jumanji. A lot of Peter Pan. I watched a lot of. But I haven't watched Cadillac Man. We watched it last week. I haven't watched Man of the Year. The Man of the Year presents itself, and it's sort of okay. It's sort of not great. So it's a comedian that gets into politics, and the beauty of the movie is that the comedian, which is part of politics, seems more reliable than the other politician. There's a couple of things that makes this movie kind of good, right? There's a lot of things that makes this movie very bad. So we're gonna go with the positive first, and we'll end it with the negative. The positive is it's true. A guy that is the man of the people will always win. People want to see themselves represented in the run in the government, and most of the time, that is okay. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we got 10. Yeah, there's a wedding. There's a car being stolen. There's a lot of things going on. Yeah, but congrats to the newlywed, right? Shout outs. Your feature on a video. So yeah, and the Robert Williams does a good job at acting, and you sort of believe the story. What makes it bad is okay. Well, there's a new program that allows us to vote online, and it's getting corrupted. The results are not the way. And there's this character that we like, which is a I don't remember her name because I watched that movie yesterday morning. I got a bad memory, and she noticed that the system is a flaw. And then her boss is like, he shuts her down, and her boss is like, hey, aren't you happy that we have a new system? Yes, it's flawed, but let's think about the advancement for humanity. Let's think about how many more people are gonna vote. They don't have to leave their house. And like, yeah, he's right. But then you had this. Second of all, the movie is extremely politics. For example, Robin Williams, right? He goes in, and he goes in into this. So he presents himself, right? And there's this debate. There's two candidates, right? There's two candidates, him and the two others, which is a Republican and Democrat, right? And he goes with this rant, which is kind of a long rant. It's like 10 minutes, and he's talking about how one of the person is supported by oil company, but he's talking about being more green. It's full of shit. He's talking about our guy. There's millions of dollars missing, which is possibly corruption, possibly we don't know what it is. And you go into this rant, and this is where it kind of bugs me because the movie starts getting very politically heavy. There's a couple of jokes thrown in there, but the humor is not the same as right now as nowadays. The movie is like 30 years old. First of all, second of all, it's it's meant to be funny because you're seeing people react to it laughing, and you're like, okay. And then you're seeing its friends, which are public politics professional, so they know what is something good, what is a no go, what not to talk about, what to talk about, what is the possible reaction of the people, and they're like, oh my god, this guy is so good. So from what I'm seeing is three voices. One of the voices, which is his friend, are saying like, hey, you're doing good. It's party, you're doing good, dude. You're seeing the people at home kind of laughing and saying, ha ha ha. And then you see the movie and you see it's a bunch of mess, bro. People are like, dude, you're uncontrollable. You're unleashed. You tell them, please respect other people. It's like, fuck that, I'm not gonna respect other people. And you're like, that's very intense for what? And then they try to get it out, right? They try to get him out. So they say something like, hey, is it true that you were smoking weed? I said, yeah, I was smoking weed 25 years ago. and it's campaign that are dirtying him. The movie, what I'm trying to say is, was made by a fan of Robin Williams. And there's no problem by being a fan of an actor that you're going to be using for a movie. There's a problem when you start worshiping the guy. So, for example, he gets they're trying to dirty his name, so they say, "Hey, again, you were caught smoking weed. Is that true?" And the guy says, "Yeah, it's true. If you want to say so, if you want to hear something else, I did use prostitute in the past. Blah 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 blah." And even then, everything that he says, not about collision. We're not talking about being represented by people that are freaking destroying the planet. Even then, when he's getting through the ringer, it's very small stuff. Am I saying that prostitute is small stuff? No. I'm saying that if you choose in the comfort of your home to use a prostitute, that's your choice. Am I saying that smoking weed is a big thing? No. It's very medicinal. It's very natural. However, if you're constantly getting high, I don't think it's a good thing either, right? So the movie itself feels like a softball, but tackling big subject, presenting itself as a comedy, but it's more political comedy. And if you're not into politics, I what I'm trying to say also is I like the idea of a normal guy running for president. I love that. But give me comedy. Don't give me politics. That's it. We have Tell with I don't know the name of the guy, but he plays an hero and he's playing in Last of Us as the father. So the movie is called Tell, and Tell is actually a really good movie. So it's a really good movie. The first time you watch it, the second time it's kind of shitty. So it's a story of a dude that does a heist, right? In the heist, he actually really enjoyed that movie. He really enjoyed it. He does a heist, and he's like, okay, well, hey, there's $1 million, right? Back in the days, it was a lot. That movie was made in 2009, I believe, and the the money. What happened is his wife shoots him because she's like, I want the money. And it's like, no, fuck off. She shoots him, right? So he ends up, and we don't know what he did with the money, right? And he's talking about a fire, but there's no fire. Then he's talking about, oh, I don't know where the money is. Because he wakes up in the middle of the street and he passes out because he lost too much blood. The whole movie, he keeps saying, like, hey, and you present the main character. I'm going to show you the picture that way. You have a visual representation of what I'm talking about. Tell. Tell. The 2009. No, movie. Tell movie. You're not gonna give it to me. There you go, that's a movie. Oh fuck you, I gotta see. You can't see it, huh? Okay. Well, is that better? Much better. Much better. So yeah. So then the guy comes back and shit hits the fan, right? So the brother of his ex-wife, which is partner in crime, gets out of prison, and he gets out of prison to end the Tell's life. The name of the guy is Tell, right? So like, okay, well, things are troubling. The wife is back with him because she wants the money. She's like, I know there's the money. I know the money is still there. I know the money is there. I know the money is there. He's like, no, I'm sorry. There's no choice, right? Even when he wakes up, even in the hospital, there's two corrupted cops asking him, "Hey, where's the money?" So everybody's after the money, right? He has a PO, which is a correction officer, and French is PO. So he has to follow the rules. The rules is like the dude is like, "No, I'm not a cop. I'm gonna help you find the money, but we share 50-50, right?" So then he's doing. So then people realize that he doesn't have the money, so he starts working for people to get the money because back then it was different. The movie sort of set in this early age, is this 80, 90. It's weird. So then it gets to it gets to what should I call it? It gets to a church, which is Oscar from The Office. Um, there's sort of an implication that the priest, which is Oscar from The Office, knew it was safe, right? So he says, okay, well, you have to rid this place, and if you rid this place of everything, I'll give you the car, the truck, right? So he's being taken for a fool every single time that they have a chance, people are kind of abusing him. They're not abusing him in a sense of, hey, give me this, give me this. It's more like a sense of this guy's a dumbass, right? So he says, and then the main character is like, why did he leave? Like, oh well, you know, shut himself. And but it's an implication that our main character was a safe stealer. There's a safe in the apartment, so it is to be opened by the guy. And in the safe, there's DVDs, there's paper and DVDs. So the brother finds them. The brother finds, and this is crazy. The sister is a shitty character, is a shitty character, right? And then the movie is not that great. There's a lot of great scene, and I gotta say it's well acted, it's well written, but it's not great. So, for example, the sister, when our main character leaves the jail, she gives him a gun. Said, "Hey, somebody's gonna come after you. We're giving you a gun." Then her brother goes out, who is trying to kill Tal. She gives him a gun. She gives our main character a small gun. She gives her brother a better gun. Okay, well this is not fair. I'm gonna lose the fight, right? You realize that she's fighting everybody. The girl she's married, she's like, oh, you have to raise your son. And then the tail character is like, oh, my son, and he gets focused on his son, right? And then they go to the restaurant, right? And in the restaurant, the kids tell him, he's like, and Tell wants to see his son, so he's basically like, this is the fourth time. Persistent thief. Um, and there you go. So sorry about the noise. Uh, I could just go into. That would end the noise. Should we go in? Okay. Okay. Ah, dog. Archie. Sure, I feel like making videos today. Feeling lazy. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Da-da-da-da. Being with you has opened my eyes. Should I ever believe? Such a perfect surprise. I keep asking myself. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Wondering help. Being with you. And there we go again. So today the motivation is a bit low today, guys. I have to admit. Motivation is a bit low today. But. So the kid called the mom Aunt Beverly. So the guy says, "Okay, well, you're not the aunt, right?" They find a safe, they find a DVD. The brother says, "Hey, there's something there. It's a reverend, right? Which is like a bigger priest, and that reverend had sexual misconduct. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to hide the fact that he had sexual misconduct. Like, oh, whoa, okay, that changes the story a little bit, but then it's so poorly done because they do a trade off. The reverend comes in. Um, Instead of getting the DVDs, he has a submachine gun, and he shoots at our main character. So like, okay, who the hell was that guy? Who the hell was that guy? It's so complex. And then so there's ton of things that are going on that are not super cool. For example, the Reverend is shooting the brother, realizing that the money is gone, and then tell our main character lie to everybody because he knows the money where it is. The cops, the corrupted cops, are chasing him, and they have a gun and they kill the brother, they kill his partner, and say, okay, well, now we're done playing. You're gonna tell us where the money is. So the movie is really good when you're watching the movie because there's constant things that are happening. It's constantly in high chase. It's constantly like high octane. They're pushing the narrative. They're pushing the narrative. The pacing is great. So there's never a point where the story gets boring. But when you take the time to realize what was the story about or how well the story was put together, it's not well put together. It's kind of not necessarily bullshit, but not far from being completely bullshit. Like, okay, well, that wasn't really good. That wasn't really bad. That wasn't really good, right? So, with that being said, the movie is okay, but not super okay. And I know that doesn't make sense, but trust me. All you have to realize is that it could have been the plot was great. It would have been such a better movie if they took their time with it. But I do feel like, um, I do feel, for example, and I'm gonna say something that doesn't have anything to do with, and I'm gonna throw stone at people that don't deserve it. But you look at Expendable. Expendable ends up being a good movie because of how many action superstars you have in that movie. But it ends up being a bad movie because everybody needs their time. Everybody needs to have their scene. And it does feel like too much, right? And like, what the heck? Last movie we have is Super Size Me. So Super Size Me and I get the best for last, of course. We have this very complex story together. It's a movie that I used to love. Then it was a it was proven. I don't know what she said. There was proof that the movie was a bit dramatic. So they kind of, for example, they're saying that the guy wasn't doing good. Okay, so best example from that. Okay, they're saying that this guy had a really good shape. Well, he was vegan, right, or he was vegetarian. So when he wasn't eating meat, so that's my problem. That's my problem. The movie itself is so good. It was very inspirational yesterday, but it was so much shower by information. Like he was kind of pushing the envelope. He was kind of pushing the fact that he was not feeling good. He was kind of acting more than anything else. You realize that he had a past as an actor. That he tried to do a couple movies, didn't work. So that was his big breakthrough, right? There's so much things that are in the movie that I didn't like. For example, is girlfriend. And I'm gonna say something that's disgusting. I'm sorry about that. I don't think that's the case for everybody, but she's a vegan, right? And she's constantly talking. You can constantly hear in the background, like enjoy fat and sugar. Enjoy, for example, gonna eat chicken nuggets, right? And he's gonna be like, hey, she's like, you know what that what's inside of that? Have fun eating like intestine. And she's constantly try to I don't know if I'm talking English today. Not a good day. Not motivated. Don't know what to do. She constantly trying to sensitize him into what he's eating, and she's constantly behind him, and she's constantly talking about what he's doing is not good, and she's naggy, very naggy. Now, ultimately speaking, she is a good guy in the story because she is right. Right? You're going after. I think I have to talk about the concept before. The concept is like, okay, well, America is suffering from this obesity problem because he's an American, right? So the whole world suffering, but it's based in America. And he says, well, there's a couple of proof that some of the fast food are the reason as to why. There's a McDonald's. McDonald's is the biggest of them. McDonald's is the most present in them. But McDonald's is possibly behind it, most of it, which is I don't know if it's true. Because this movie, culturally speaking, was a huge one. there's such a thing with it, right? So the guy says, you know what? I'm gonna see how true that is. I'm gonna eat McDonald's every single day for a month, and when they asked me to supersize the meal, I'll supersize the meal. After this, McDonald's was under a lot of stress, and they changed their menu. They changed their menu. They changed the way they were doing things. Before that, they weren't showing. Well, they were kind of showing, but not really. Um, when you order McDonald's, when you order McDouble or whatever, or Big Mac, they will tell you how much calorie that is, right? So they changed. They become healthier. They became more sensitive. They became more aware, health aware, because of the bad press that the movie did. So the movie did some bad press, and the bad press had more of a domino effect than anything else. Domino effect is a perfect term for that, right? And the movie itself. So, for example, there's so much that I don't like. So, for example, at the beginning of the movie, they make a very big point of saying like this guy is super healthy. This guy is above average health for his age. We don't know the age of the guy, right? And then it goes. He eats it for a couple of weeks. He eats for 2 weeks, right? Which is great. But at the same time, if the doctor was saying like, "Hey, you're doing good. You're not doing bad." For example, after 3 weeks, he has liver problems. Like it's like you're an alcoholic. If the guy didn't say that, if you said like in your perfect health, would they put it in the documentary? I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue. So it does feel a bit fabricated. Am I minimizing the effect of eating fast food for a long period of time? No. But at the same time, and my problem with the documentary also was he was doing 3 meals a day of McDonald's. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. So yes, you've proven that eating fast food over a long period of time was negative, right? But you also showed, prove, see, in French, prouvé. You also showed that you ate more than anybody else. So, for example, your 30 days is worth 90 days because you eat 3 meals, right? You go there every single day. If the average American back then was going to did they even ask people like, how often do you go to McDonald's? They're saying like, oh, 3 times a week, and the biggest we have was 3 times a week. So you're eating this every single day, and you're eating this every meal of the day, right? And also, they ask people, and they're like, hey, how many times do you go to McDonald's? And everybody is talking about, I'm going there. You're gonna tell me that you talked to 10 people and 10 people were going to McDonald's? No, there was people that you didn't go, but you didn't put them in the documentary because you wanted to do some shock value, which is not good. Why? Because shock value, you're lying. You're not being genuine. You're lying because you want the biggest shock value for your buck. So if something is not shocking, you're not gonna put it in, which is not the entire truth. That's what I'm trying to say. So the movie itself, but the Morgan guy, which is dead, rest in peace, is very charismatic. He's very. How can I put this? Sort of a fun guy. Oh, negatively speaking, also, so negative is a positive. There's very documentary aspect to it. They're showing stats. They're showing old footage. They're showing product. They're showing interviews. It's very documentary. But again, it's more for shock than for actual like instances because everything that they put in is negative. Like there has to be some positive thing, right? For example, I don't know. Uh, People say that amount of time. People say that money. Uh, it gives a lot of job to people. They don't care about that, right? It sounds like I'm trying to protect the corporation. I'm not. I'm not. But at the same time, if you're being dishonest, you kind of have to balance it out, right? If you're pointing somebody and saying the devil, the guy that's not the devil, I'd say no, he did this. That was good. He was did that was good. Am I protecting him? No, I'm trying to be just, right? I think it's very important. Balance and being just is very important. One of the great thing is you see the guy at the beginning and he's excited to eat the bad food. You probably know that he's not allowed to eat that food because of his wife, because she's Maggie. Which again, shout out to her because she cares about him. She cares about him. And there's also talk of sexual, like, oh well, so all the saturated fat is making him go limp. Okay. You just call your husband impotent before in front of people. It's very odd. But the guy charismatic. It's from the era of I grew up with Kenny vs. Penny. Well, that's not true. I grew up with Cheetah Pirate Boys, which was a mockumentary, which led me to watch Kenny vs. Penny. And then what I did, I changed my life. I watched Kenny vs. Penny for the first time. I was 18 years old. I'm 33 today. And when I watch it, I start watching that shit every single year, multiple times a year. It changed my life. So it is very presented like that. It is very filmed like that. It's very sort of documentary, sort of vlogish, which is very cool. It aged beautifully. It's a fun thing to watch. I love the confessional. The story is actually pretty good, and the concept is very good. Lucifer Says Me ends up being a shocking documentary, which has a lot of personality, and some of people will watch it. The biggest issue that I have is I was watching it. I watched Lucifer Says Me yesterday. Okay. And the shocking value, there was the fact that they were saying like, "Oh, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad." And if you had gave me food, it would make talking about McDonald's. If you had gave me McDonald's yesterday, I would have ate the meal. So your main goal, which is to tell people like be more cautious about your health, didn't work. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it. And that's it for the movies. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I love you that you matter. I'll see you guys soon. Take it easy. Peace. No storage. What the fuck? Ugh. Fucking car. Ugh, this car. This car. Copy and paste. Ugh. No, shut. Said 4 times. Shield. Da, 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 da. There's nothing inside to bring me to life. 18 and 34. 09. 3409. Shield. Not motivated. What the heck? Mm. Can you see into soul? minutes. Ah, 207. I not motivated to work and I don't wanna film all day. It sucks. I don't wanna film. I'm so messed up. Kinda freaking depressed and it's not such a big deal. I'll be fine, I swear it's just today. I don't feel too good. I don't feel like myself. I am so freaking a mess. These lives are leading me astray. It's too much for me to stay. I don't wanna live this destiny. Goes on endlessly like sing you so please this song. Sing you this. E- Hui, hui. What's that? On my mama's shoulder. Oh, oh, you let me it's over, let me know you can hear in heaven. Don't you ever let me go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're back. Don't blink as you blink. Oh, today's not a good day, dude. Feeling pretty freaking down. I don't know why. I don't know why. Just an episode, I guess. Today I want to talk about Digimon Up. I hate in these videos because they're not that positive. Oh, I feel like being warm today. Um, about Digimon Up. Why do I feel like we need to do this video? Okay, so Digimon Up was downloaded because I pre-registered for the game. So I was downloaded. I was like, okay, well, I don't remember downloading this, right? But when I realized that it was downloaded, I started doing some verification, and I played it on the day of the release. So I was super happy, and the game was okay. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible. And people, and I was in a position where I didn't really enjoy the game as much as I thought I would, or as I should. But then I was looking at chat, and legit Digimon fan was there. Were there more than one at least, and it was legit Digimon fan talking about the game and enjoying the game. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'm just not a big Digimon fan guy. That just not a big. I can't talk. I'm so sorry. Today I'm feeling depressed a little bit, so I apologize. Like I'm saying, it's so sucky because I wasn't really enjoying the game. I watched the chat. The chat was enjoying the game. I was like, okay, well, maybe it's a me problem, right? And then I started seeing people tank it. So I first saw it on Reddit, people tanking it the same day. I was like, okay, well, this is kind of messed up. But I also know that Reddit is a bunch of, not everybody, but a lot of people are trolls. It's not the best, the most healthy place on the planet, right? So it's like, okay, well, it's just Reddit being Reddit, right? And then what I notice is when you posted a screenshot of the game, and it was a score on Google Play. I'm gonna show you the score because I don't think it changed. And I minus 18. Didn't even check it as a real one. So if I checked, maybe it would have been better, you know. But I didn't check. Okay, so it will be these one up. I don't wanna live this destiny. It goes on endlessly. It's 2.9. Okay, so the picture I saw yesterday was 1.8. And I was like, oh my god. And look, 1 star, 1 star, 1 star. And I've never seen a game tank like that. So the video is why. Oops, no, I don't want to do that. The video is for what, right? Because there's no. We got some drama I need to watch. That I'm going to be putting because I'm addicted to drama. Ah. Yeah, this is why I don't watch you. Your wife's annoying, dude. And again, congrats for the wedding. Congrats for the happy couple with your wife. Ooh. So I never saw a game thing like that. I never saw a game that did that poorly, and I don't know because it's sort of fantastic in a sense. I know what I'm saying is disgusting. I know that I'm kind of saying that the game that's failed is fantastic. That's what I'm trying to say. It's kind of fantastic because I did play the game, and I played the game without having to worry about, hey, there was a bad score. Because if you play a game and everybody said a shit, you're coming in thinking that it's gonna be shit, right? You've seen a game that tanks like that, and you're like, okay, wow, I didn't expect it to tank that bad. And then people are saying like, hey, there's a lot of hate. There's a lot of people that are pissed off or disappointed. But then I don't think we've had another Digimon game on mobile, you know. So you're not pushing, and you want people to make it Digimon game on the mobile. I'm not saying accept anything as your one and only truth, but be cautious because if a game tanks and people are freaking, for example, you got a game dev, right? And the game dev that did a game that's so bad, it started receiving threats. I'm playing this game, the tower, which is right here. I need to flex. Can you flex, right? Can I flex? You don't mind? Cool, cool, cool. And did they release a release? I can't talk. Why am I making videos today? Take a break, bro. They released an update, and that update was really bad. But then people started doing death threats, and I was like, whoa, that's a bit far, right? So, yeah, visual hate for a game doesn't make the dev want to make more. It doesn't push the dev to say, you know what? I love my community. Let's do more. No, it pushes them to understand that okay, well, doom if I do, doom if I don't. If I don't make an update, people are gonna be pissed. But if I do, people are gonna complain, right? That is the cancer. That is the cancer of the toxicity on internet. This is the result, the indirect result or direct result of a lot of hate. And I feel bad because I just did a video, which was Super Size Me. And Super Size Me, if you guys in the movie, it's a guy that eats fast food McDonald's for a month. He's going after McDonald's. I'm like, dude, yes, McDonald's wasn't the healthiest option back then, but you went there more often than anybody else. You ate more than everybody else every single meal. Because when they asked you to make it large, you always said yes. It would have been in any restaurant. You go there 3 times a day, and you do a large portion. You get gotten sick. Understand? So yeah, that was the issue. That was 100% the issue. And I'm doing the same thing with the company. The game came out Wednesday. Today is Saturday. 4 days ago. It's possibly the beta, you dummy. But the game does suck. The game does suck. The game isn't that great. The game is not that fun. I had a movie. I had the tower going on, and I was still bored. But just the toxicity hate is a lot, right? And yeah. So seeing a game tank that I've played, that I actually experienced, is bad. But then as game dev, what do? You just take off the game from the markets? I don't know. I don't know what I would do, but I might touch and pray for people. Might touch and pray for people on both sides, the dev and the people that are wishing horrible stuff. They all need help. Don't blink if you blink. Don't come to another show. Everyone wants to hang a wonderful day. This is the last video before we do the tournament tonight. I was supposed to do a tower talk, but I'm already gonna do one tonight. So, oh fuck! Wait a second. I forgot. I don't wanna live this destiny. It goes on endlessly like sing you. So please this song, sing you one last song and then I'm gone. For example, today we had what? We had 3 movies. We did it. Tower Talk, we didn't do it. Digimon, we didn't do it. The new tower, Digimon, we did. So now we only have Adult Planet Minor. So I want to do Tower Talk, which is the same company. They're both actually games, so technically speaking, it's kind of under the same roof, kind of, right? But I wanted to do a movie, not a movie, sorry. Today I'm not feeling well. I'm feeling down. I'm a bit, I don't want to say depressed, but sort of depressed-ish. So yeah, so that's why I kind of talk. But I wanted to come on here and I want to talk about Plant Idle Miner. So Plant Idle Miner, we did a couple of videos on it. The goal was to do videos when we unlock something, but the reality is we unlock something almost every single day, so I'm not going to do a video per day. But I still want to come on here talk about how great the game is. I am really, really having fun with Idle Planet Miner. I'm really, really having fun. Um, there's a couple of reasons as to why I'm having so much fun. Now, there's a couple of reasons that I have to mention. Of course, I'm doing it when I'm playing a game. Of course, I'm doing it when I'm playing the tower in the background. We're playing it on a mobile that I can do two games at the same time without having less quality of image. So it's kind of fantastic. I'm actually really happy about that, and sort of everything is doing well and going well. My only sort of issue is that I don't know if I would like the game as much as if I didn't do a movie in the background and a game. But otherwise, Auto Planet Miner is might be perfect. And I know I'm saying that, and I know that I said that the tower was perfect, but this time it's sort of different because the tower again I do need to mention the tower because it's the same dev, so it's like, hey, this is your siblings. That's what I want to talk about the siblings, right? The tower, I do like tower defense. This is a farm simulator. Battle Planet Manor is a farm simulator, or some sort of farm simulator. And I don't dislike those games, and I've never played those games. So there's a chance that if you're a gamer and have been gaming for most of your life, and you haven't played a certain kind of game, I don't like racing game. When's the last time I played it? I don't like sports game. It's not that I played one, you know. So that's important also. So all of this to say, why Battle Planet Miner is so much fun because I'm finding myself. So one of my biggest problem with the tower is my ADHD. So I'm gonna start a lab, then I'm gonna be like, no what? This sounds like a better lab, but then I'll never come back, and then I'll with the crown, which is 3 years old. I realize there's so many labs that I didn't finish. There's so many labs that are left at a couple of level. Like, why didn't you finish it, dude? Ooh, ooh, big problem, big issue. I didn't think about that. Okay, sort of a uh, not that big of an issue, but still an issue. Give me a second, guys. There's 5 minutes left, and I have to make sure that we have space for the missions. I have 10 playthroughs, so that's harder. Um, boom, boom, boom. Give me a sec. No, no, no. I don't want to read the example words. Sorry. Prepping for overnight run. Good. Perfect. Sing you one last song and then I'm gone. I don't wanna live. See, this is insane, dude. Even then, there's another mission I didn't do. I see sign and she's crying on my mama's shoulder. As it doesn't open up, is this destiny or am I gonna? What will happen to my soul? I had to come back, I don't know. Because one of them that I'm missing a quest, but I can just wait and hope for it to happen. I don't know if it's gonna happen if I wait, but still, there's a small possibility. There is a small possibility. So, without Pad Miner, you got the same situation. Like, for example, you have different lab, you have different colonization, you have all of the goals. And I think that's the beauty of Alpine Miner is that we are sort of playing this in the background, very idle like, right? So, because I'm not paying that much attention to it, I'm like, you know what? Let's focus on this. You know what? Let's focus on something else. You know what? Let's focus on the lab. Let's focus on colonization. And by doing this is fantastic, and we're still very early on, right? So one of the problems with Alpine Miner is later on. You basically have to have, for example, this a certain lab will take you certain item. To trade certain item, you need other items. So you're basically doing three tiers. One which is your smelting. One is your first item, which allows you to do a second item, which allows you to do a third item, which is allowing you to do labs. So it's very planning, But automatically speaking, oh, that's super nice. See, I got a free hire, which is 50, by the way. Uh, good. Is this destiny or am I gonna? I have to do the tournament today for that. But 8 hours, which is the same as the tower. Yeah. So the fact that we're doing lab for lab, I think is fantastic. The fact that you're having different planets, I think is fantastic. The smelting is fantastic. And when you plan your stuff correctly, it's very easy to have a lot of fun. So planning ahead isn't really my cup of tea, because I do feel like sometimes it can get a little boring, right? If I'm being completely honest, it does get a little boring at times. But because we're doing so much thing in the background, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, so we're still managing to have like a good time. So strongly recommend it. Um, I don't know if I would be if you're looking for a texture game if I recommend that one, but this one is one of the good ones. And I'm gonna be honest, I played all of their games. I played Idol Brick Breakers. I played Zen Idol. I played Planet Dinosaur Idol. This is possibly the second best one. The tower is the best. No, my man is the second best. And as far as Farm Simulator goes, it's one of my favorites. So, yeah. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end this video. So this is a weird video, but I just yeah, I'm not feeling good. Mentally speaking, I'm not feeling good. And there you go. That's it. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Oh, I feel bad because this is not good content. This love, this hate is burning me away. These lies are leading me astray. It's too much for me to say. I don't want to live this destiny. It goes on endlessly like saying you, so please do from. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. This is very disturbing. I can get you hooked up on drugs. What? Huh? Wait, what? Okay. By the way, I was missing one Flintstone, which is my last mission. Good. Dumbling is your brain, click on competition. Doing what's having a wonderful day. Just wanted to do a small video to apologize. Day 289 will be your boss. Feeling possibly very emotional today. Sort of depressive today. So I'm sorry if the content is subpar. I'm sorry if the content sucks. Just one of those days. And yeah. So now we finished making videos. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in the shower. I'm gonna do Overgeared Hero. I'm gonna do uploading, right? And that is pretty much it, people. Pretty much it. I'm gonna wait for Amazon. I'm gonna stream today. I'm gonna stream some Fortnite and some of the tree. Why? Because Fortnite they have this thing where if you log on the weekend, you get some rewards. If you do a couple missions, I'm gonna try to do these before we get the next playthrough. That way, I don't have to constantly worry about hey, I didn't do this, I didn't do this. So I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna get the Amazon package. Possibly we'll do depend on the weather because what I will do is possibly go way earlier than 8 o'clock. Yeah, yeah. Possibly we'll do videos at 6. Because it's thunder, and we'll do tournaments at 6, and then that's pretty much it. To be honest, that is pretty much it. Love you guys. Take it easy. I'm so sorry, man. I wish I didn't have bad days, but I do get them. So, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. And for the bath, we get Overgeared Hero. We're gonna take a bath. We're gonna take a bath. We're gonna get Overgeared Hero. We're gonna get coffee. We're gonna movie and I know Minor and the Tower. My apologies. Good night, Shield. Ooh, you didn't check this one, biatch. Good night, Merchant. Good night, Resistance Reborn. Good night, Sword. Good night, Spacer. Oh, oh. Good night, Frenchie.